Welcome back to another episode of the Basic Dude Podcast. It is May 12th. Today is May 12th. Um, First of all, let me start by saying a happy belated Mother's Day to any mothers that may be listening, or to honor the mothers in the world, I guess we'll say. So it's done. I did it. I made it the 90 days. I didn't quit. I didn't give up. Um, it was not easy, but we're gonna fucking recap it. We're gonna talk about it. First of all, I would personally like to thank Mr. James Jennings over at Kilo Foxtrot Fitness for allowing me this opportunity through his guidance and his help. To change some things that I've needed to change for a very long time. As you've heard in past episodes, or a past episode recently, I was a very unhealthy person. Very, regardless if I really didn't drink or smoke or do drugs, being overweight, eating food that's bad for you, and not exercising and not moving, is just as dangerous as any other addiction. Not only are we a threat to ourselves, we also, some people may not like that I say this, but we also drag the system down, right? When you're overweight and unhealthy, you go to the doctors more. So that means you put more strain on the healthcare system. As much as I fucking hate it and think it sucks, it is. You have more doctors, more appointments, more medications, more. So you are taking that time from that doctor because you choose, for the most part, to be unhealthy and overweight and inactive from someone who may have a terminal disease that they got through no fault of their own. That's the reality of things. So, with that said, let's go over some stuff here. We'll kind of reiterate the journey a little bit of before I started, what I thought, all that stuff, and then we'll move into my experience with James and the 90-day challenge that I took, and he guided me on. He was my Mr. Miyagi, if you will. So yeah, we'll start with, I've always been overweight. I've always been unhealthy. Tried many times to rectify that through diet and exercise, but was really never successful, never stayed consistent. I definitely am and was a food addict. I was an emotional eater. That helped with my stress, especially after I quit smoking. Smoking was definitely my first love. Food was my second. Those two things hand in hand are detrimental and dangerous. Once I quit smoking, I replaced one with the other. And from there, I just ate and ate and ate, till I was overly full to the point where I almost couldn't breathe. And, I don't want to reveal it on today's episode. I'm gonna post it on Instagram. So if you would like to see the official number of where I ended, or actually I shouldn't say where I ended because I'm not done. I'm gonna keep going. I think I need to. I'm gonna show the official number of the 90-day update, I guess we'll call it. Head over to the Instagram. You can see it there. But I started at 412 pounds. Heaviest I've ever been. Couldn't tie my fucking shoes. Could barely wash my own ass. It was fucking bad, man. It's bad. And I'm a big guy. I'm tall. So I carried it differently than some other people did, but I will, sometimes I'll watch TV, especially with like, what is it? My 600-pound life, or the one with the Indian doctor there that does the gastric bypass surgery. And some people be like, yeah, I weigh 400 pounds. I look at the TV and then I'll look at my wife and be like, is that what I look like? I don't know. To see it is very different. Like if you don't look at yourself in the mirror, or if you don't look at other people that weigh what you weighed, you don't really realize how big you really fucking are. Which is probably why a lot of people don't, like, they can ignore it, right? We had an episode a few weeks ago called Embarrassment and Excuses. It was all about me being fat and overweight and kind of, I think people who are fat and unhealthy live in a false reality. I think we don't realize like the strain that we're putting on ourselves. We think everything's fine. Just eat another cheeseburger. It'll be okay. Which I love cheeseburgers. I do. I love all food. Food is good, right? But it's not necessarily always good for us. Tastes good, which is just it's a very small window of pleasure, I guess we'll say. So anyway, I battled back and forth. I was tired of being the weight that I was, and I started looking into Ozempic and Wegovy and all that stuff. My doctor was on my ass. Was constantly put on different blood pressure medications, which I'm still on. Again, I hope to be off of them by next year. That's my goal. And she's constantly busting my balls. I'm reading my after visit reports of, patient is morbidly obese. I mean, I knew I was fat, but fuck, morbidly obese, huh? It's pretty harsh. It's a pretty harsh fucking label. That really bothered me. And at the same time, James, was figuring out his path in life and what he wanted to do and getting his business set up, because he, cares about people's lives and quality of life and health and fitness and wants to help people, which in all honesty is some of these people you see, like, I don't know, Weight Watchers people, shit like, is this what they really want to do? Do they really want to fucking help people, or do they just want to make money? I don't know. I think that, unfortunately, quite often, people who are morbidly obese and unhealthy, we are preyed upon. We are easy targets, because what we're looking for is the quick, easy fix to get us out of the situation that we've been in, or we put ourselves in. Really, we have to take accountability for what we actually did, which was live a very shitty, unhealthy life. So, yeah, I can tell you that James has every good intention of helping people. He would not be my friend if he did not. If he was just trying to take advantage of people at their lowest moments. He has some other clients that are also doing very successful. So, if we take the numbers, right, he has a very high success rate, and I am one of them. And that is due to his coaching style and his encouragement and how he approaches things. He doesn't, it's not a drill sergeant. It isn't a, if you don't do it like this exactly, then you fucked up and you're hopeless and I'm not going to help you. So he does it from a very encouraging standpoint and kind of allows you, because he doesn't live your life. So he kind of allows you to, he gives you a very basic set of things that you need to do, and then lets you kind of mold those into your daily life so that way it works, right? Less friction. People are more apt to do things when there is less friction. Um, so from there, uh, sorry, I wandered off the path here. Um, so I got with him and he's like, hey, we sat down, we did a phone call. I was kind of his guinea pig, customer number one. I think my customer ID number, if this was Costco, would be 00000001. Sat down and we went over some stuff. Hey, need you to do 30 minutes of exercise, 6 days a week. Actually, he let me know, he let me pick how much exercise I was willing to do. I said 30 minutes. I think at the very least you need to do at least 20 minutes exercise, but I said 30 minutes. It's some strength training plus cardio. I took more to the cardio. I'm not good with the strength training stuff. It just, I don't know, it doesn't really interest me. And I do it because, that's kind of the deal, right? When you start to lose weight, when you see like these people on TV who did gastric bypass and stuff, they look all like flabby. They have all this extra loose skin and stuff. So if you do weight training along with your weight loss, you're going to build muscle, and that's going to help kind of not cause all the, you to have a fucking skin sheet on your stomach that you can, like eat dinner off of. So that's why that's important. As much as I really am not a fan of it, I've actually adapted really well to the cardio, especially the treadmill. I have a treadmill, luckily, as my own use. I found that working out at home was easier for me because I have a separate area and I can structure my life that way, and it makes it convenient and, again, less friction than having to pack a gym bag, get in the car, be away from home, go to the gym, stuff like that. Just didn't work for me. So for some people, they can't work out at home because they're too distracted with other shit. I am not. I didn't allow myself to be. So that's why I was successful with it. But you do whatever it is you need to do. And then from there we did weekly phone call, usually Friday nights or whatever time was convenient for the both of us. We're both very busy people. But we made it work. And hey, how's everything going? Where are you lacking? Where are you gaining? How you doing? What struggles do you have? He always had good suggestions, always encouraged me, and I was comfortable admitting my downfalls. I had nothing to hide. If you hide shit, it's not going to work, right? Like I didn't start. Now, he didn't want to know my weight or see a picture of me before I started, which is fine. But I knew in my head that, like, if I started at 412 pounds and after 90 days I was at 415 pounds, obviously I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, right? So there's no need to hide anything that doesn't help. From there, I did what I was supposed to do. Now, I'm not going to say I was perfect. There is no perfection with this, and because it takes 90 days, I guess, to develop new habits, right? So that's why that 90 days is crucial. And you start to develop new habits, but developing new habits or a new lifestyle really is not without flaws. We get busy, things happen, your life gets disrupted or things don't work a certain way. I mean, unless you live a completely structured life where you get up at 7 a.m. every day and you leave the house by 8:30 every day, and you punch into work at 9 a.m. every day, and you leave work at 5 p.m. every day. No, I don't live that fucking way. Okay, I don't. But that takes me, and that's my responsibility to make all of this work, knowing that I don't have the perfect structured life. So I had to figure out like how to add all this stuff in, especially like I work out of town. Finding healthy things to eat, healthy lunches, healthy dinners. I don't have a kitchen to cook in. I using the gym, the hotel gym. Luckily I didn't have to go like get a gym membership so I could work out of town, work out when out of town. Um, so I did it that way. All right, we're back. I'm sorry about that. That was we had to take a quick break, take a phone call. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So the 90 days is up now. Today would mark day 91, and yeah, I see the benefit of doing all this stuff. I feel better. I can move better. I'm lighter. I feel better about myself. I have more confidence. Um, and I think that it holds a lot of value to continue doing this I guess program, but it's not a program anymore. It's a lifestyle. So, um, doing this lifestyle to continue to lose weight, to continue to be healthy. And like I said, it's not without fault. Like there's been just some times that, I just completely fucked up, but I'm learning now how to sort of own my mistakes and just kind of not dwell on them and move on. Because before they would be fairly crippling, and um I would just give up. I'd quit, right? Um, you can't always do that. It's not the right thing to do. This is a war, not a battle. It's a long road. So, the more I can do to be better, the better off I am. But yeah, so and if you've checked out the TikTok or actually the YouTube channels, I started the daily videos on the YouTube first. You will see YouTube shorts of me checking in basically Monday through Friday for the most part. And you can kind of in 3-minute increments, you can kind of see how I started and the struggles and kind of where I was and mindset and all that stuff. So please head over there and check those out, or the TikTok. I also post them there, but I didn't start TikTok until I don't know, a couple weeks later, after starting the challenge. But yeah, I would, again, big thank you to James at Kilo Foxtrot Fitness, for helping me and giving me the tools that I needed to become a better person, physically and health wise, and probably mentally. There's some mental aspects of this stuff too. If you would like to get in contact with him, head over to his Instagram or his Facebook page, or I believe he also has a website now. Um, and yeah, or you can see him in person. Head over to Gem City Wellness in the Dayton, Ohio area, and you can sign up, and he has his gym there, and you can do the personal training stuff right there with him live. He can give you some really good direction on where to go and build things. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to beat this to death too much. I just wanted to give an update and how glad I am that I actually did this and stuck through it, and I'm real proud of myself. And I think there is no gain without pain, sort of. Not gonna lie, it's not easy, but every day that goes by it gets easier. Especially with making sure that you stay on top of things and you continue with your good habits and your routine. So, thanks for checking out today's episode, and congratulations to me on 90 days of getting my shit together. And I'll see everybody next week. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week, and be the man you were meant to be.